Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, comrades and friends, thank you so much for tuning in today. We have some breaking news for you guys here of JD Vance allegedly hosting a meeting with some top officials here with respects to how they can react and respond to this whole Epstein conspiracy and this whole Epstein case going on right now. Because obviously it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse by the day. And then there are like 40 more worses. We have, Ghislaine Maxwell moving prisons. We have more victims coming out. We have old clips resurfacing. Like, there's like so much that's going wrong. And, the media has still been running with this for quite some time now, which has been, I've been very happy to see this, right? Because when you have something it almost seems like it's like one of the best conspiracies we've ever had in a long time that people are actually running with. They're not forgetting about it. To me, that's reassuring. But we're going to take a look at this clip here today. Trump actually drops a swear word. So that's pretty cool to see. A president swearing on national television. But other than that, the content is pretty depressing here. So we're going to listen to his response here. Allegedly, they're supposed to be with some other top officials like Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, Todd Blanche, JD Vance. And so that was the allegations. So let's see what they have to say.
Mr. President.
The two Kevins, very good.
Mr. President, is Vice President Vance hosting a gathering this evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein situation?
Is he working on what?
Is he hosting some kind of gathering of top advisors this evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein situation?
I don't know. I could ask you that question. I don't know of it, but I think here's the man right here.
I saw a report today, and it's completely fake news. We're not meeting to talk about the Epstein situation, and I think the reporter who reported it needs to get better sources.
Look, the whole thing is a hoax. It's put out by the Democrats because we've had the most successful 6 months in the history of our country, and that's just a way of trying to divert attention to something that's total bullshit, okay?
Total bullshit, as the United States president says. It's a hoax. It's fabricated. It's not real. It's a lie. Wrong. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. It all seems suspicious to me, but they're going to vehemently deny it. And see, this is where, it really rubs me the wrong way in the sense that, look, maybe the allegations against Trump are true. Maybe they're false, right? But at the end of the day here, the allegations around a lot of these very, very powerful people, everybody has an interest in, the public, and there's a lot of people who are harmed and a lot of people who feel as if the government owes them a response to this case here and that there's a big cover-up going on. And so even if you're innocent yourself, why does it always feel as if it's being covered up by the administration? Why does it always feel that way? Why does it always feel like we can't get any information? It's like prying teeth. And then when we finally do get information, it almost just seems like it's so just poorly, it's just bad. And there's almost nothing we can do about it because whenever you respond to them, right, they just slap it down. Think about the missing minute, for example. Think about Ghislaine Maxwell moving prisons, for example. Let's think about them saying that they had files and they don't have files. Let's look at all the old testimonies. Let's look at all the old clips, and let's look at all the old clips not only of these officials themselves talking, but even of associates, right? I think I heard of one the other day. It was somebody who must have been associated with Ghislaine Maxwell, associated with her in some way. I don't know if I don't think they were friends or anything, but she said she would go on some drives with her sometimes, and Ghislaine Maxwell would just sort of stop around and allegedly talk to kids and stuff that she would see walking, and the lady thought that was extremely weird, so she stopped hanging out with her. And I was like, dude, that's crazy stuff. This is super villain level conspiracy here. And the fact is that we want the files. They won't release the files. They're doing nothing to sort of clear their own name here. And so these allegations, I think that they have a lot of credibility. Right now, that's my opinion there. An allegation is allegation. But at the end of the day, we got a lot of evidence that we're working with here. And the administration is constantly shooting down claims and any assertions and this and that, and what if there was a meeting and then they just canceled it right now? You would never know. Or what if it's on Zoom, right? Honestly, who's gonna know? So a lot of these things here, I think these conspiracies run deep, and it's the idea of a cover up, for example, which makes you almost, I guess, just as guilty, right? Because if you're covering up for a lot of these powerful individuals, it's not only is that bad, but it's also who first of all, who the hell runs the country? Jesus Christ. And then too, what if your name's in it too? It's like, I understand too, because a lot of people were probably associated with him, but they had absolutely nothing to do with, a lot of this conspiracy and like these horrible, depraved acts and whatnot. So like, a lot of people probably might even be mentioned, right? But at the end of the day here, when you said that there was like a client list on your desk, that was Pam Bondi, right? Fact check me, that's Pam Bondi. And it's like, and then you say there was no list. Like, to me, that's a little bit suspicious there, right? And like, we're not even talking about like the contact list, for example, right? Which was already suspicious because there was like certain names circled, other ones weren't, right? It's like, all right, I mean, but anybody could have a contact list, right? I mean, it's like anybody random pulls up their phone, there's 400 people in it, right? It's like, okay, all 400 of them like are barely even most, like 390 of them probably aren't even like on like a speaking basis with that person, right? And so like, you can understand where that's coming from there. But then when you say there's like a client list, you're like, dude, like, well, where did it go, right? Because that's clearly different than a contact list, right? So like, what's going on with this here, and why can we never get any answers? I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm curious to see what you have to say. How do you feel about all these allegations in this conspiracy here? Is it for the birds, or is this one actually relatively credible? Let me know in the comments. But with that said, we're almost at 300 subscribers, so thank you so much. Really helps out the algorithm here, and I can't say thank you enough. So thank you. And then I'll stop talking, but 1,000 more thank yous after that. Ladies and gentlemen, do your own research, make up your own mind, and we'll talk to you soon.